So let's move to question number 31. Do you agree that a cell is a building unit of an organism?
May I? Sharing my screen.
Yes. Who is saying screen is not visible? I think I'm sharing the screen.
Yes, ma'am, you.
Okay. So yes, who want to speak? Please speak for the answer. 31. Dhanvi, you want to tell the answer?
Let me show. Yes, ma'am. Yes, cell is a building unit of an organism because all the living beings are made up of cell and it is the smallest independent living organism.
Cell, yes, it is correct. Every living organism is made up of cell. So if we talk about the basic unit of life, then it is cell. Every organism is made up of cell, and like level of organization is like similar cells, they combine together to form tissues, that is group of cell. And when they similar tissues and they are performing specific function, we call them organs, then organ system, then organism. So it is like how the organism is found. So every organism starts from cell. So we can call that cell is the basic building unit of organism. So let's move to question number 32. Why does the skin of your finger shrink when you wash clothes for a longer time?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, Dhanvi.
Ma'am, because the soap solution is technically a hypertonic solution.
Correct. Then what happen if it is a hypertonic solution?
Ma'am, when we put a cell in a hypertonic solution, the cell shrinks.
Correct. So soap is a hypertonic solution. So whenever we are washing the clothes, so what we are doing, we are putting our fingers, that part, that cells of our skin, we are immersing them in hypertonic solution. So whenever we immerse them, then there will be exoosmosis and water will come out, leading to shrinkage of the cell. That's why our fingers shrink. So this whole process technically is called exoosmosis. Water will come out. Exo means come out, endo means come in. So exoosmosis meaning from the skin cell, water will be like it will be water will left the cell and there will be shrinkage in size of the cell. So this happens when we wash clothes. So let's move to question number 33. Why is endocytosis found in animals only? So do you remember the definition of endocytosis? I told you to like for three definitions that you need to remember.
Ma'am, ma'am,
Yes,
endocytosis is found in animals only because cell wall is absent in it.
Correct. So endocytosis found in animals because there is no cell wall in animal, and if there is a cell wall, like if I talk about plants, then there will be no endocytosis because water will not be able to enter. There will be like you can say there will be like some hindrance for water to enter into the membrane. So what is that hindrance? That hindrance is cell wall. So cell wall is there in plants, so making it impossible, while in animals there is no cell wall, so endocytosis take place. So if you remember the definition of endocytosis, it is the process by which water or whatever food enters into amoeba. So that injection of food in amoeba is called endocytosis. So it only happens in animal. So let's move to question number 34. A person takes concentrated solution of salt. After some time, he starts vomiting. What is the phenomena responsible for such situation? Explain. So any idea of the answer? I think Luna and Ayan can help because we have done this question earlier also.
Ma'am, I think it is related to exosmosis.
You are correct. Elaborate it a little bit. So see, when a person is taking concentrated solution of salt, it is like hypertonic solution for that person. So whenever like he is taking that concentrated solution of salt, what happen? Water will come out from alimentary canal. So that process of coming out of water is called exoosmosis chemically, and it can be resulting in vomiting or diarrhea or dehydration. So see, whenever a person is taking in a concentrated solution of salt, then exoosmosis will take place, leading to loss of water, and this can result in vomiting or any of the phenomena. It can be like dehydration or it can be diarrhea. So this was like generally done whenever some like toxic material accidentally enter in our body. So doctors suggest to take concentrated solution of salt so that you started vomiting and that toxic material will come out of your body. Because see, small children, they don't know what to put inside the mouth, so sometimes they accidentally like put something bad in their mouth. So how does doctor deal in that condition? They just prescribe to take concentrated solution of salt so that whatever is like injected in the mouth will come out with the help of vomiting. Okay, so let's proceed to question number 35. Name any cell organelle which is non-membranous, which does not have any membrane.
Ma'am, ribosome.
It is correct. Ribosome do not have any membrane. So ribosome is non-membranous. So let's proceed to question number 36. We eat food composed of all nutrients, carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, and water. After digestion, they are absorbed in the form of glucose, amino acid, fatty acid, glycerol. What mechanisms are involved in absorption of digested food and water? Any ideas?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
ribosome.
fusion and osmosis.
You are
Ma'am,
you are
digested
correct.
food are diffusion, water is osmosis.
Correct. You are correct. So it can digested food can get absorbed by diffusion and water will get absorbed by osmosis. You are correct. Diffusion, and here you can write osmosis. Okay, so let's move to question number 37. If you are provided with some vegetables to cook, you generally add salt into vegetables during cooking. After adding salt, vegetables release water. What mechanism is responsible for this? So whenever we are cooking the raw vegetables, during cooking, we put salt in the vegetables and vegetables started releasing water. So this happens because the medium become hypertonic and cell started losing water. That is called exoosmosis. Okay, so whenever you are putting salt into the vegetables, then the medium becomes hypertonic and cell started losing water. So that mechanism is called exoosmosis. Okay, so tomorrow we will be continuing with maths, ending the class for today.